The brother was trying to warn this old bottle, hey, we're out here because we're trying to warn our people from the judgment. That the Heavenly Father is getting ready to destroy America, that there's going to be race wars, there's going to be famines. There's going to be, judgment is coming. That we're the Israelites. This is our heritage. When we wear these garments, it goes back to our heritage, man. This is what we wore in the ancient world.
It's a physical sign that we've accepted our heritage back.
Yeah, man. So, he didn't have the decency to just put it all together like, okay, now I see what this is. If he even understood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he just had no regard because he looks at us as just regular, young cats.
Like
We're younger than him. And all he sees is just young. Yeah, like we out here just being entertainers. It's like, what the hell are y'all doing? Who are y'all preaching to? Well, I'm like, well, we got people watching. If nobody walks by and want to inquire, well, this goes up on the internet where it's free 24/7. Our people ain't gonna have no excuse in the day of judgment.
These men are listening. That man was standing there with him.
Yeah, brothers is here.
Bro, that nigga came.
He was just being a goddamn dickhead, man. That's why the Most High got special judgment for these type of dudes, man. All right, go ahead, bro. Slide.
That was it on what you had, right?
Yeah, I was there.
I think that brother was.
No, Second Chronicles.
No,
you can hear Second Chronicles.
I'm gonna read it again.
2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up bedtimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh.
They mocked them. They took what they, basically this occupation is the most looked down upon occupation. Because people are looking at you like you're crazy, like what do you mean? And it sounds like you're very convinced of what you're saying. That's how these people view what we're doing up here. These guys are pretty bold. They believe everything that they're saying. What if it doesn't happen? What if, what they're reading from,
it's absurd.
There's
doubts about what we talk about.
Yeah.
But they don't understand why we truly believe so richly the things we believe. Because they don't see the warning. Their eyes are blind. As we said earlier, they're still asleep.
And they don't. And this is a nation of no faith. They don't have any faith, so they're not going to believe it anyway. You got to show them a tangible evidence of what you're saying.
They needed four different cross-reference ways to believe.
Yeah. Well, we can't give you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scriptures.
Right.
No, that's not
same
enough.
It's from the same book. Give me another source. There is no other source. This is the source. The rest, your experience in life should be the testimony that leads this book to be true. If your spirit leaks to it like it's supposed to.
You know what I mean? We could show you your ignorance with this book.
Right.
All the false statements that you make about it, you don't dare to go into it and discuss it. Like I'm pretty sure he would have said some ignorant shit if he says it was already there.
The first thing he said, Halloween costumes.
Bro, the nigga came up scoffing, bro.
He was proud as hell, bro.
And these idiots, they always try to quote something that's not really quoted in the scriptures. Don't the Bible say, thou shalt not judge?
I was like, no.
Can you find that verse for me? And I'll show you where the scriptures say, judge righteous judgment.
Well, can I say something before I leave here?
No. You've been here multiple times, bro.
It's 11
You've been up here multiple times. We didn't deal with you.
It's 11.
I didn't deal with you.
I say that because Reuben had messed with his wife.
You made the same argument last time, bro.
Come on.
Reuben had messed with some, what's his name's wife. They crossed Reuben out.
Man, for real? That's what happened?
That's
Just waiting to just
Hey, is this old bottle gift the street day or something?
I guess. You know what I'm saying?
This sounds looks like it was
So, hold your question, finish this, and then get your question.
Verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets.
And misuse his prophets. That's why they act. That's why they be disrespectful like that, man. It's like they don't want you to, like you see, I'm out here in the public, right? So obviously I'm out here for a purpose.
Gone.
And then he asked, what
I'm
is your
supposed to
purpose?
go out to the people.
Motherfucker, the people are out here.
What are you talking about?
The Lord
You know,
told
we're
us
at
to
the
go out
house.
into the highways and hedges, into the lanes and other
But he
streets.
won't say that same exact question to a pastor in a
Gone.
building.
Gone.
He won't ask that same
We're
question.
not going to be bending over backwards and doing backflips so people come over and listen to us.
Y'all know Jehovah's Witness
know?
came to my house this morning, right?
Oh yeah, I
Bro.
saw that post.
Bro, and I was trying my best not to clown it, but I was like, we just go out and stand on the street corner and whoever want to learn can come by and ask questions or whatever, but we don't canvas. And the lady, yeah, you're fucking canvassing people's houses. We're not doing that. It's not that the Heavenly Father don't require that of us.
Yeah, I wish I said not to go house to
Yeah.
house. They go very.
Going house to house.
Yo,
we
religion,
was
man.
just doing it. In about 4 minutes, you was about to walk up and hear out of the bedroom window you walk past. I'm gonna be cussing people like you out, and then come out here and cut you to pieces with the same book that you act like you out here to teach from. You guys don't understand, man. These people don't understand. The job of a prophet is a very, very serious business, man. This is a life.
Gone.
But it is life. You people are still dead. You got what y'all have.
Hey, the prophets is the mouth of the Most High.
That's right.
So if you disrespect his mouth, let's just say it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Yeah, I was trying to say you despise the one that sent me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Finish that.
But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Yeah. Now, because the Lord, he had compassion on you.
Gone, bro.
By trying to give you warning. But you shat on it. You took it for a joke. You misused it. So now they're like, all right, well, fuck it then. Now I gotta cut you. You know? Now I gotta fuck you up, man. Now you gotta eat. Now you gotta taste the famine.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get hit.
Missile fire.
With the missiles or
Brimstone.
Edomite cop gotta blow you away or
Pestilence.
something.
Yeah.
Pestilence. You know. Because you didn't want to hear it from his men.
Gone.
He didn't have the patience to be like, all right, well, I'm kind of, let me fall back, let me be humble, and let me let y'all expound on what y'all doing out here. Matter of fact, can y'all give me some scriptures or whoop-de-whoop? Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Man.
It was a
So
private.
when you come proud like that, we already gonna dismiss you.
Gone, bro.
And
Gone.
you're not entitled for us to have to, break anything down to you, man.
Gone.
Because we ain't out here to convert anybody. We really do this for the elect.
Gone.
But it just so happened that the Lord wants us to be out here on the highways and byways. This word doesn't go out void. It's going to reach to whoever it reached to. And the elect are going to hear the voice of the shepherd, and they're going to fall right in.
Gone, bro.
If the internet is still on, when the famine of the word comes, like the minute of the Lord are not on the street, if that's how it plays out, you can still watch these videos and you can get the edification.
Bro,
Still.
over in I think it was Iran, they're protesting. They had an internet blackout. They shut the internet down.
Yeah.
So when the same thing happens here, they're going to shut the internet down.
People going to go crazy.
People will go crazy because the internet is really the main source of everyone's information.
Yeah.
The news. So it's happening over there. So don't think it's not going to happen here, because that famine of the word is coming in. All you scoffers that thought we was out here in Halloween costumes and we didn't know what the hell we was talking about, you're gonna be looking for us.
Gone.
And you ain't gonna find nothing but a famine, pestilence, martial law.
There's probably going to be a tank sitting right on this corner.
Each corner.
Yep, sitting right there. When you come look, they're going to swallow
Another
your
thing
ass
they
up.
had over in Iraq, was it Iran or Iraq? One
Iraq.
of them. Iraq. A curfew. Yeah, they had a curfew.
That's coming.
That's coming. I gotta-
Even those movies and the video games be warning you people.
Yeah, bro. It's
The warnings are coming through everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
But
They're
this
gonna
is
be without-
this
they're
is
gonna be without excuse.
John, this is the most important warning right
Gone.
here.
Yep.
I gotta preach that. It's Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth out, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Keep reading.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit.
We don't just send you off, which we could see a whole bottle like that. We could have just sent him up the street, no problem. But we gave him the opportunity to edify in case there's people on here being that need to be edified by his question. But it was so stupid that we couldn't even take him seriously. But with all of that, you still turn at your opportunity to come into the fold of the Most High to earn your salvation through this thing. Okay, you blew your opportunity, so you're gonna be without excuse when you get get what's coming to you.
I will make known my words unto you.
By the prophets, the words will be made known by the prophets. Continue.
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. Any correction?
Yep, that's enough for me. Brother was about to go to whatever you had after that. I just want that part to come out. Because the opportunity to get out of fire was there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Your question?
My question, brother, was when it comes to like forgiveness and like repentance, like what's the main spirit? Like what's the main rule? Like somebody would have to follow to like to get forgiveness. You know what I mean? 'Cause, like there's people that go off and stuff, you know, and there's people that's really prideful. They be like, oh no, I ain't going off. I don't care about it. You know what I mean? There's people that take heed with. They just don't know where to go find it and stuff, and they don't fall off from something. Not fall out.
I know what you're saying.
From something. You know
Parted
what I
from
mean?
something.
Yes.
I know what you're saying. The way I would let me turn to the scripture directly. The place to start is in the scriptures. You know, fasting, prayer. Yeah, fasting is probably a big one. Like, you know, say if you was at a party or something, or you was at dinner and you got brought a bacon cheeseburger and you didn't see the bacon, you just bit it and you ended up biting bacon. You might want to fast that you wasn't aware to look for the bacon. You know, to trust it in somebody that's not into what we're into. So that I take it as myself as a lack inside myself. I know I should have checked. I can't take these people's word. So I'll fast and ask for that discernment, you know, for the Spirit to hit me before, to remember to check. Let me double check. Let me make sure. Let me not go off that way again. Help guide me that I'm aware of these things so I don't ever go off.
Is there consistency in the middle of like what a true Israelite is trying to do? I'm not gonna say trying. You know, when they're trying, people try and they don't do it. You know, but like if somebody really wants something, they go after it. Should the Most High forgive them for like any like iniquities? So like me, I think about it. People look at trying to be a better person, like they want to become better people like over 24 hours. You know, they want to get a goal done in like a month or so. You know, and like they're not consistent. That's one thing that people they say, oh, you know, the reason behind what they really want to live like because they're not consistent. They don't have no persistency and this truth in itself. You know what I mean? And me speaking for myself, I know this thing. I need to do that. You know, like real talk.
It's a process.
Right.
And that's part of the purifying process. Right. You go through different things, and that's why the scriptures talk about examining yourself. When you examine yourself, you'll start to realize that you're your own enemy.
Yeah.
Whatever problems that you do have, those are the things that you try to pray to the Heavenly Father to help you work on your weaknesses. That's basically what you do. You pray for the Lord to help you work on, you know, whatever weaknesses that you have. You know, whatever's a stumbling block to you, you work on that. You know, the scriptures talk about abstaining from
evil.
Evil. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was actually looking for.
Whatever's a stumbling block to you, you gotta like put that away. Matter of fact, there's something in the Apocrypha that I was thinking about.
I got some real quick. Just gonna go with you saying.
Yeah, I got
This is 1 Peter 2:11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against your soul. So it's a constant fight between the flesh and the spirit. You know, you want to do right, but your flesh is telling you to do something else, but the spirit is telling you, you know. So it's that constant fight against, you know, that's constant war. You know, but you gotta, you know, ask the Heavenly Father for faith. You know, give you patience, give you, you know, to keep you of sound mind, so you can fight against that.
Ability to endure.
Yeah, to endure. So you can, when those temptations come amongst you, you can fight against them with the spirit. You should, like the brother said, you should fast. You should pray constantly. There's several things you can do. You know, just you call on the name. You know, that'll help you war against the flesh.
I think it's in Philippians, the 4th chapter. Give me that real quick. It talks about basically when you send your prayer up to the Heavenly Father, it's like you're sending a request.
God.
Yeah.
Because once you humble down to Him, He's all ears.
Verse 6.
Verse 6, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna start up at I'll start at 4. Yeah, I'll start at 4. Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Yeah, that's chapter 4, right? Yeah, chapter 4, verse 4. It says, rejoice in the Lord Yahweh always. And again I say, rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord Yahweh is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known unto the Most High. And the peace of the Most High, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Yeah. Make your request known to Him, man. Whatever issues, whatever. Even in regards to, you know, your ailments, when you're sick, you're dealing with infirmities, you have certain lust that you're trying to, you know, abstain from, demons that's messing with you, whatever it is may be, the Lord already knows what you're dealing with. Yeah. But also, I'm gonna say this: and once you ask Him, when you ask Him about, you know, helping you work on these things, you gotta be willing to put that effort in.
Yeah.
You can't just be empty. You can't just ask the Lord to do something and then you just sit back and just wait for Him to just.
Bro.
No, you gotta you know, work towards it too, and that's where wisdom will meet you.
One thing I wasn't listening to, like time before I came, man, is like having good company around, you know, because you got bad company around.
That's another thing.
You can't run on, man, because you got people around you and stuff, bro. They not.
You need to read first Peter, bro.
I gotta preach. You got something?
No.
This is
I got some too.
James chapter 2, verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Yeah. So the things that you do, if you make a request that you want something from the Heavenly Father, you actually gotta take the first step into that direction. Everything is gonna be, you have to now make adjustments. I've made adjustments that I was like, I don't really wanna, but I know I need it, but I don't really wanna make that adjustment, but
I think about the most
gotta do it.
People for not wanting to adjust their life to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
They don't even adjust and like, why am I going through this stuff? You know, then once they turn back around, it's a little bit more hard than what it was before.
exactly.
Oh,
Could you jump up to I was into that, right?
I could be.
When you're
I'll
done,
be 19, but I'll jump up
when
first.
when you're done, jump up to the first chapter, verse 5. But finish what you got.
19. Thou believest that there is one power. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble, but wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. So just like the brother was saying, you gotta
Put that effort in to make that true.
You gotta believe. Like
wanted
in that
to hit
same
that
book,
one right
James 1,
Yeah, that's
it
the
talks
one.
about wisdom.
Oh, that's the one.
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so whoever got it, yeah.
This is James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not.
How do you ask? How do you ask though? You ask, how do you ask the Heavenly Father for something?
Pray to him in the true and holy powerful language. Okay, in Hebrew. It's called like Yahweh Shem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kafadash.
Right. Pray.
Supplication.
We're not Muslims.
That's what supplication is.
Yeah, you gotta pray for what you need.
Talk to the
Christians are Baptists.
No, we're not a religion, a religious organization. We're the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. People that are on this side. Chosen people of the Most High.
No.
We're
The chosen
not
people.
Gentiles?
No, we're the chosen people. We are
So
the
you
chosen
don't
people.
have a title from like Muslims or
No.
Baptists?
Hebrew Israelites.
Hebrew Israelites is the easy way to identify us.
People of the Bible. That's us.
Yeah.
That's y'all.
Because if you know anything about the Bible, I'm not sure if you do or not. but-
I am.
Okay, the people, God had a chosen people, right, in the Bible. Well, we're those chosen people. We're the lost tribes of Israel. These people that are on the sign right here. So if you're on the sign, what we're called today, then the book is for you.
The way my position is, the man is the king. He says it all. And we are,
Everybody
you know,
All right, anyway. So yeah, read that James 1 and 5 one more
It's
time.
only one truth, though. It's only one truth.
It depends on how you look at it.
No, it's only one truth.
you got to
Everybody, everybody at the
You
end
got
of
a
the day,
pamphlet
they pray to
to
the
the
same
apple,
person with a different name.
excuse me, you got a pamphlet or something.
Is your name Michelle?
No, so,
Something
So
in
if
your
I call you Michelle, you gonna respond to me?
yep.
For real?
My name's already in.
For real? For real? Okay.
They don't ever get my name right anyway.
That's all right. All right, go ahead, bro.
You got a pamphlet or something?
We don't. We on YouTube. We're on YouTube, man.
Let's continue with the program.
Let's go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and read that one time.
Read that out.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not.
Christianity got a lot of blood on its hands.
Time, bro.
There's a lot of
Oh,
blood
yeah.
on Christianity's hands.
Plantation Christianity.
Plantation Christianity, man.
That's generation.
Time.
That's that.
It's strong, man.
Yeah.
It's real strong. You can't even reason with our people, man.
Yeah, that was. Bro.
Isaiah 1.
Out of all the philosophies,
Yeah.
Christianity is
Yeah.
the one that's the
I
biggest
think that's the
stronghold.
worst.
Yeah.
I think it's the
That's
worst.
the biggest stronghold on our people,
Yeah.
Christianity.
But if we'd have said Muslim and kept teaching what we were teaching, they'd have been all ears.
Yeah.
That sounds like Christianity, no? That sounds like
Another thing, we live in a generation where there's so many people that dwell and they trust into the 12 zodiacs.
Yeah.
Why is that? Like, why do people like they feeding that so much? They will change months and stuff.
It's just another. It's just another wine, bro.
that's philosophy. Yep.
That's all it is.
False philosophy.
That's all it is.
They're just looking for. They'll go to anything but
God.
this. This is the one way that they don't want to go. When it says enter ye in at the straight gate, that word straight, S-T-R-A-I-T, is difficult. And there's not that many people. It's like first time you cut a video game on, it says easy, moderate, or expert. This straight gate is for experts. So
Yeah.
not everybody gonna cut the game on for the first time, go straight to expert. They're gonna play easy a few times. Because that's the way everybody's gonna do, and you can figure it out that way. Well, this isn't for easies, for amateurs. This is for experts.
God.
And a lot of people automatically know that they're not experts enough to play this level of the game. You know?
Yeah, the Most High made this thing, very, very exclusive.
Yeah.
You know, he makes the journey to find this thing way more difficult. It's like trying to get through an obstacle course just to enter in through an obstacle course.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is, how the Most High made it. Man.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like a hole in the wall spot versus Main Street.
Yep.
Well, you know what it,
Yeah,
we know fucking Wendy's and
Yeah.
Burger King and all this shit.
How you find this burger?
But how you find this little spot, man? No, don't worry about that, man.
Con.
You know, we want you to get it. You'll find it, man.
Reading that, just reading that off.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
James 1 and 5.
Did we ever finish that?
We're not playing
They
this.
started asking.
James 1 and 5.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Slide.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh about Shem Yahushai.
So you pray, fast, pray. That's how he hears you. And if you do know the Lashwan, you know, practice that. That just makes you more out of
Yeah, out of it.
Yeah, that word. Louder.
Why do you fast though? Like, what's the whole thing about fasting? There's a lot of people that
Holding to it. And then while you're doing it, you know, while you're depriving your body from whatever you're fasting of, or if you go cold turkey, no food, no water, no nothing.
Con.
You know, that's the most
Powerful.
strenuous way.
Yeah.
But you know, but he recognizes that your body needs nourishment, it needs moisture, water, or juice or something, right? So if you take that away, he understands that man can't live by bread alone. You've heard that scripture, right? That, but every idle word. So now you're praying, and he'll give you the strength to get through it.
Con. Cause like what the brother's saying, what is fasting? It's basically you're putting off your flesh in order to gain something spiritual,
Right.
spiritually, right? You know.
Right.
That's it.
If you can deny your flesh,
Con. That's the word I was looking for.
if you can deny your flesh, your spirit has an opportunity to rule over that and grow. And that's what you're really asking for if you're asking of anything of the Heavenly Father, for your spirit to grow.
King Solomon.
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't pray to the when it was time for him to become king. He didn't pray for nothing perfect. He only asked one thing, and because he asked that, and that was honorable, the Most High was like, you know what? I'm not only give you the wisdom, I'm gonna give you everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
You know,
all those things are good.
that's why you gotta really pray for some spiritual things, man.
Hey, Con, and in fasting, you don't gotta let nobody know you fasting either. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, cause
it's
it's
best you don't.
Con.
That's Matthew the 6th chapter.
Con, cause the scriptures tell you appear not unto men to fast, like the brother was saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Do it in secret.
Con.
And the way this world works, if anybody around you that ain't into this also, they not gonna see it. They gonna be like, hey man, you want some gum?
Yeah.
Hey, want a drink of water? Hey, I got a round on me.
Yeah.
They're gonna do everything to torment you even worse. I've never been more tormented than on the day of a... Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened
Yeah.
to us when we were fasting on that day.
Oh, yeah, on the
People
Day of
were
Atonement.
talking about food and
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Yeah, just how, the smell of food and it's just everything.
Man,
It's gonna
get Matthew
torment
4,
you.
bro.
Yeah,
Get Matthew the 4th chapter.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's
Yeah, yeah, that's
let
perfect.
the ultimate example.
Yeah.
Con, bro.
Matthew 4 and 1. Then Yahushua led up the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Hey,
And when
that's prophetic. Like they already knew he was going up there. He may not have known, but it was
the devil.
No. I'm talking about the moment was for him to be tempted of the devil.
No, Yahushua knew everything.
Right. So he knew he had to go there to get tempted. But my point was it was something that had to take place. It was a prophecy that had to take place for him to be tempted of the devil.
You know, and
So
that,
that's the same trials that we have to go through. We have to get tempted by the devil and prove good. You know? So this is gonna happen.
which shows you that he was in the flesh just like we was.
Right.
You know,
Exactly
because if he was an angel, you can't get tempted with fleshly shit.
Right.
You're an
You
angel.
don't have the same flesh.
And you have a total different nature than a terrestrial, earthly man.
Angels just follow orders.
Yeah, exactly.
The Lord got hungry. He was thirsty.
Well, that's what he's getting ready to read. When Yahushua came up to the mountain, he was fasting 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah. So his weakest moment is when the devil is going to say it.
And it's spiritual because that's the best time for the devil or the demons to mess with you.
Yeah.
They get you when you in your most vulnerable state is when they attack you.
It's not always food either.
Get you at your weakest state.
You know what my weakest state is right now, brother? We're in some cities, you may see it every single day, man. But it's a lot of bug down homeless people. I'm homeless myself, man. I'm homeless myself. Like bouncing back and forth, like family houses, and they don't. I try to push this truth, not force the truth on them, but this is the one thing, bro, that the world is going to be given, and most people won't listen to it, bro. It can be saving them out.
It's not
but it's
meant
not
for
for everybody. What was it
That's
for?
the hardest part, by the way, coming into this truth. After you that, then we're gonna get that. The hardest part is you want to gift somebody give somebody the gift of this word so they can live in this wonderful glory that we get to see and live in. They don't want it. So they spit in your face and they treat you like something's wrong with you. That's the hardest part. So the hardest part is when you learn that it ain't for everybody, that I can't give this to, I can't waste my time and energy giving it to you. Then you have to play that Clark Kent game. You know, that's the hardest part, playing the game like, oh no, I know y'all gonna have a good Halloween and everything, but I just don't really want to, I don't really do that, and make them figure out why you don't do it versus telling them. Because when you tell them, especially when they're helping you in something, whether you're couch surfing with them or whatever, they only gonna use that again. You can't really come over here no more because I don't like how you think. You don't eat I'm gonna cook bacon every time that you come over here and then question you why you don't eat my food. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fuck with you like that. You know? So
don't let that bug you out that they buck up.
Right.
You know?
That's supposed to
you
happen.
want everybody. You one of those jakes that you want everybody to get it. Man, you gonna spend nights pulling your freaking hair out. Man.
And don't.
I got over that, man.
And don't let everybody know what you're thinking.
Right,
Keep it to yourself. Hey, the script say, "Be as wise as serpents and harmless as doves." It's discernment, knowing when and when not to. If you staying with somebody and you know that they heavy Christians, don't bring the truth out on them.
Say shit to them.
Yeah, you don't gotta say nothing to them, especially if time. Don't.
No, you don't have to say anything about this
The
word,
truth.
the proper understanding of this word. Let them believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
As long as you stay in good to living under the conditions that you have to.
Me personally, I wouldn't talk about it until somebody asks.
Exactly right.
If they don't ask, don't say nothing.
Yeah, don't say nothing. As far as they know, you don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know a damn.
Hey, cause us,
don't know shit.
we go through, we dealing with the same fight, you know. We hear bullshit every single day, bro. And you just gotta bite your tongue. You know, you have some women thinking they know the most,
man, that's the
and you
worst.
just gotta be like, damn, like,
It's a time and place, bro.
yeah.
You know, if it's
Matthew chapter 7,
Right.
verse 6.
Perfect.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
Yeah, why feed them with it when you know they're allergic? You know?
Okay,
If
kinda,
they're
kinda.
allergic to it, why would you feed them with that?
Like,
Yeah, a lot of people are allergic to this word.
Neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
Now, so like I want to ask this: isn't that part where who asks the Father? Is that part there? Or is that the 10th chapter? Is that for a fish or bread and he give him a stone? Is that there? Or is that the 10th chapter?
Hey, are you gonna give a expensive bracelet made of diamonds and jewels?
I think it's the 10th
Are you gonna
chapter.
hand that to a dog and expect him to take care of that?
Right.
So are you gonna marvel if he treated like a true toy?
Swallow it down and bust it up.
You don't give it to him.
Or a baby.
You give it to somebody that's gonna receive it with care and take care of it.
Yeah.
And value
This
it.
is valuable. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take it in.
you gotta just tell their spirit. You see a nigga that is smoking weed and he's talking about some bugged out ass shit. You won't even conversate with. You would just be like, all right, whatever. You can just tell by someone's spirit if they're sincere, if they're not sincere. Like you're not about to give. You can tell the Edomite spirit versus most people can. It's true. They can tell an Edomite spirit versus maybe a confusion of faith spirit.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not gonna be. If you see an Edomite, you ain't gonna be saying get with this truth.
Right.
You're gonna be like, okay, this ain't for you.
Also, you gotta have experience. Man. You gotta be on the side of prophet side, man. You gotta be a prophet. You gotta be in the truth for a long time, man.
That
Really discern.
Discernment.
That's
about discernment,
That
man.
spirit.
That's why when certain dudes come up, like the before you came here was a dude that was here. We already knew that dude. We already knew that this wasn't for him. The moment he came up and how he came, we was able to discern. Yeah, this guy ain't gonna get it.
But the brother still
But it
answered
takes
his
experience.
question.
It takes experience to build that kind of
Hey, and
discernment.
a lot of times, bro, you just gotta let people put themselves in a net, in a trap.
Oh, yeah, let them speak.
Just let them talk.
Yeah.
You gonna hear they gonna say some
yeah.
bugged out shit as soon as they you just don't say nothing.
Yeah, they'll give them enough rope.
Kind.
They'll tie the noose and hang themselves with it.
Because it says the trial of a man is in his
tongue.
His tongue, man. There's reasoning. This is Sirach 22:13. It says, "Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that have no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness."
Ecclesiasticus.
I got another one.
You know, there's another one in Proverbs, was that 26? I believe.
I'm trying to remember when Apostle argue not much with a fool because one can discern who is the wiser or something like that.
I got you. It's 2nd Esdras chapter 12 and verse 36. Thou only hast been meet to know this secret of the highest. Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in a book and hide them.
Yeah, and guys that the Lord give the secret to, those are the men that are of full age, they're experienced. Those are the men that are perfect in understanding. All right? Like when you go to Hebrews, the 5th chapter, it talks about, you know, having you have need of milk and not strong meat. Because milk is for somebody that's unskilled in the knowledge. Somebody that can handle the meat, they're experienced, they're skillful, they're perfect in the knowledge. That's why we're able to, like when somebody come up here and we have a discourse, depending on what they say and how they break the scriptures down, that's how we're able to discern if they have the spirit of truth or the spirit of error.
Within a carnal mind.
Yeah.
Every time I come over here, God, put less my emotions off, man, feeling and stuff, because that ain't never been carnal, bro. Especially when dealing with this world and stuff. People don't, I think people, man,
I'll read it again. Verse 36, 2nd Esdras chapter 12. Thou only hast been meet to know the secret of the highest.
Yeah, now this ain't everybody. Everybody ain't meant to get it. Okay?
Only the prophets.
Yeah, only the prophets. It's hard, and man, it's, you know, you have loved ones who's like, man, I gotta try to give to such and such. Or this person, or they ask you a question, but don't really want to know the answer. You'll learn when they don't really want to know the answer.
That happened to that. That happened to me. I had a cousin that came out here, and I'm thinking about telling him about the truth. And he's sitting up there smoking weed, listening to oldies. It's like, you can't. It's not. It ain't for him.
Touches that right
You
there.
remember when you used to do this a lot? When a Jake would come up and try to ask a question,
I think I know.
you'd probably be like, all right, well, before we edify you on that question, are you willing to have enough to respect, put that cigarette, like if we tell you, if we try to tell you that this is, you know, according to the scripture, this is wrong with such and such and such, are you willing to make that change? Well,
one more time. Nah, I don't think so.
Then we can't deal with you.
Oh, you can't tell me because no. You can't.
You're not willing to make the change in the first place.
Because what we're gonna tell you, like you said, what we're gonna tell you, there's gonna have to be some changes made. You know? Right. And like one time it was somebody just about eating pork. Oh, I love pork. Well, could you tell me about this? Tell me what I said. Well, okay, if we show you in the Bible where it says you can't eat pork, you gonna stop eating it? Well, no. Don't worry about it then, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Waste
worry
of
about
time.
it.
You ain't gotta waste your time with niggas, man.
Right.
You ain't gotta do that, all right? You just get the word out. Once they heard it, it's on them now. Now they're responsible.
It becomes fun how you cleverly slip things in and see if they pick up on it. Then if they catch it, then they may ask you, or they may think about it and then come later and ask you. That's when it becomes when you start discerning who to slip those little things in.
The scriptures also say to avoid foolish and unlearned questions.
Right.
Like if a Jake start asking you some off the wall way out shit, you don't entertain it.
So the pyramids of Egypt are.
Yeah, they you know.
There's no salvation in that. You don't want to talk about
exactly. They try to come with all type of hypotheticals and all that. You don't waste your time with that. Because nobody's getting nowhere with it.
Because usually if a first part of the elect, man, they already searching, man.
Right.
They already have an open, humble spirit.
And their spirit is already tuned into the vibration of it, right?
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
what.
gravitate to it when they hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, he resists the proud and giveth grace to the humble.
Verse 37. Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in the book and hide them. Verse 38. And teach them to the wise of the people, whose heart thou knowest, may comprehend and keep these secrets. So you got to teach them to the what? You got to discern who you think is going to be able to receive this word.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
You gotta. You can judge an individual.
Hey, because the Lord is setting up judges. You know, the elect are gonna be judges, man. You know.
We're not here to teach any bug out. You know.
Yeah, we're here to reach the sheep.
Wise, you know, those who are willing to humble down to the word.
I want to say it like this also for you. This is fishing. We're fishermen, right? So we cast a line out there. We just throw little nuggets out there to see if anything's biting. I do something about there like, man, I ain't got time for this technology, man. They about to put chips in me. You say something like that, and if nobody pick up on it, they be like, well, don't say nothing, let it go. Or somebody like, yeah, man, I ain't taking that. I heard that was the mark of the beast. I'm gonna talk to you in a few minutes. Give me a little time till we're in private. You know, you'll pick up on moments like that. You know, you might throw something out there like, man, I don't eat pork no more. How come you're a Muslim? No, it said in the Bible. That's the little nugget. Oh, it do? You know, instead of most people be like, oh, whatever. But if you be like, oh, it do? Where does it say that at? I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit when we're in private and nobody else is, you know, and that's how you learn and start picking up on these things.
Yeah, because really, like when all the elect, whether they woke up to it or not, they in the world.
Yeah.
It's something that's gonna stir them up and activate the faith that's already in them. The moment they hear the word.
Be a word.
You know, they're just gonna hear something that's gonna be like, yo, say that again?
Yeah,
I thought
I dream about America being destroyed.
I thought so. You know, and there's gonna be other things that, you know, next thing you know, you're going down a rabbit hole and it's just all type of stuff just being thrown at you. You be like, God damn, like when I was doing my search, these are the things that I was thinking. That means what? That means that you're being educated.
Break down the word educate.
The word educate is from the Latin educare, which means to draw from within.
So you already have it.
You already have something in you. I'm just drawing it out of you.
Fishing that righteousness out of you. Just to tie back.
So all the elect, they already have it in them. They just got to be stirred up. What's that? Find that. Was it like Timothy maybe?
Yeah.
I got the one in Jude.
It's in Jude. Yeah, it's one in Jude, and I think it's another one. I think it might be in Peter.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
It might be in First Peter.
Bring this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jude chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. That's
why it's in you, because you once knew it. It's still a part of your spirit.
That's right.
That's why the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Exactly.
So if it's in you already, it just needs that moment to be activated. It's like having I don't use that one. Say like Kool-Aid, or I'm gonna say sea monkeys is what I was gonna say, right? And you gotta add water to activate it. Well, it'll sit there alive or ready until that water gets on. Once the water gets on, now it's activated. Now it can live and do whatever it's supposed to do. That's what the spirit in you was like, waiting for that one water or that moment to activate. And then it sprouts and grows within you.
Yeah.
That's right. And not everybody has that activation because it's not in them. So that's why you gotta, don't marvel when a lot of people just, I don't agree with what you're talking about. I have my like that Eve. We all believe different ways. No, it's only one truth, and it's obvious you don't have it. It's not for you. Indoctrinated in the Babylonian one, But if you have the elect, even if you have that wine in you, when you find this, you're gonna find the river of living water, and it's gonna be washed out of you, man. You get into this truth. You finally hear this thing. you get washed up, man. Your spirit get washed.
Yeah, man.
It cleanses you, man.
Yeah.
And
That's the real baptism.
And that's you took the word out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's the real baptism.
That's the real baptism, man.
Yeah. And you're now washing yourself, but because you're washing off all of those unclean ways.
That's
thoughts.
really being born again.
Yeah. Get that in second.
Second Peter 3:1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
And a lot of times there'll be something like a movie, or somebody will say something, or a song, or you'll walk past somebody. There'll be something that'll trigger it in you. And it may not trigger it for years. Like for me, I remember back in the 90s, being in New York, I walked past the middle, my teachers now teaching. And I was just like they be when they walk past us, like, oh shit. I was scared to say something, but I remember how quiet it got on that block, except for how loud that they were talking. And I can feel it, but I couldn't hear it really. Well, lo and behold, years later, I clicked on a video, and boom, it all came back. And, this sounds familiar. I know this. That makes sense. I got it's answered. Okay, it's answered. Click on the next video. Oh, that question was answered. And the answers keep coming to all the questions you have, knowing that your spirit is tied into this thing. Y'all have something?
Yeah. 2 Timothy 1:6.
Hey, let me say, and you know it like you remember it, like you once knew it. It's not like it's brand new to you. It's like it was like you've already known it, and they're reminding you. That's why the remembrance is so big in you.
I heard the name, the Howard Shot was trying.
But when you heard it, it was like, yeah, that's it. Right? That's what happens. You got it, bro.
2 Timothy 1:6. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of the Most High, which is in thee by putting on of my hands.
And that's why in Jeremiah it says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, because he gave us a piece of that spirit that will be awakened within us. You know?
Now when you look up the word for stir up, the word, the Hebrew word is the agaro, and it says...
That's Hebrew?
It's Greek. Okay. It says to wake fully, arouse, arise, awake.
Fully. Awake is talking about waking you up.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, waking your mind up.
That's Ezekiel 37.
Ezekiel with the dry bones. I thought about Romans 1 and 13 and 11. Wake up out of that sleep. Because now your senses are at full height again. You know how to walk and talk and eat and do all these things. If you're asleep, you wake up, you remember those things, how to operate, the motor skills. Well, that's what this word does to you, but it does it in the righteous ways. Do you have more on there?
That's the point, yeah. I had a pre, if someone had something. It's a second, Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
They shall remember themselves. Remember what? Remember the former estate of the righteous. Because think about when you're sighing and crying for all the abomination, all the wrongdoings going on earth, like it says in Ezekiel the 9th chapter. You're like, damn, I know this ain't right. That there's transgenders and that there's homosexuality and that there's pedophilia. This ain't right, man. I'm outraged about this. Women trying to rule on. I don't feel right. I don't feel right about that. But then you remember yourself that your spirit ain't wrong. You're just living in I don't want to say living in the wrong time, but your spirit goes back to an ancient time where that wasn't supposed to be that way. And you remember yourself because we have to go back to that time. So it's like remembering like that, but you have to live it though. And you try to live as much of it as you possibly can.
You can't remember something that you never had.
Right, that never happened.
Something that's never that you